Welcome to River Country Products, where we believe in providing lightweight, high-quality backpacking gear that won't break your bank or your back. I'm Ned Stratton, and today I'm going to demonstrate the Trekker Tent 1V. We've asked our customers what they like about the Trekker Tent 1V, and their top 3 reasons were: first, the removable rainfly, so you can sleep under the stars on a warm summer night. Second, they love the large vestibule for storing all their gear and for sitting in the tent protected from the weather. And third, they appreciate the large amount of ventilation, which helps reduce condensation. Some of the key features of the Trekker Tent 1V include that it's a trekking pole tent, so it doesn't have a complicated pull system. The tent weighs in at just 2 pounds 10 ounces, which includes the 8 tent stakes and the carry bag. When packed, this tent packs down to just 10 inches by 5 inches around. The stakes come rolled up in the center of the tent, and the guy lines are already attached to the tent, so it's ready for a quick setup. The interior tent is 7 feet long by 48 inches wide in the front and 32 inches wide in the back, with a 42-inch front peak height. There's about 24 square feet of floor space in this tent, with an additional 5 square feet in the oversized vestibule. All seams are taped, and the fabric is waterproof PU-coated polyester. The floor is made of a heavy-duty, waterproof Oxford taffeta fabric, which is thick enough that you won't need an additional ground cloth with this tent. And inside the tent, you'll find a loop for hanging your gear or your flashlight, and a personal items pocket, and plenty of room for both you and your gear. This tent is very easy to set up. First, find a flat area and lay your tent out in the direction you want it to face. Like all trekking pole tents, start by staking down the 4 corners of the tent first. Pull the tent tight as you stake it down and make sure that the tent is not lopsided to one side or the other. After you stake down the 4 corners, first insert the trekking pole into the grommet, tip facing up, handle facing down. Adjust the trekking pole to the desired height and pull out the guy line and stake it out. Then tighten the guy line. Do the same on the other end of the tent, inserting the trekking pole into the grommet and staking down the guy line. Then stake out the side guy lines. Then you're ready to attach the rainfly. You may need to adjust the front stake position to get the rainfly vestibule tight. The front stake is intended to be used for both the front guy line and the rainfly vestibule. And that's all there is to setting up the Trekker Tent 1V. Here's a few tips and tricks when setting up the Trekker Tent 1V. First, zip up all the doors. It's easier to pull the tent and vestibule tight when the doors are staked up. Second, all stakes should go in at a 30-degree angle, forming a 90-degree angle between the guy line and the tent stake. This will help hold the tent stake and the tent in place. If setting up on sandy ground or on snow, you may need to purchase sand and snow stakes, which are made to hold in those settings. But there are a few tricks you can use, like setting a rock on top of the stake or setting a tree branch on top of the stake to hold the stake in place even on softer ground. Setting a rock or stick on top of the stake also gives you a visible marker, making it easier to avoid walking into the guy lines. If there is a significant wind, it's best to set this tent up so that the front of the tent is facing the wind. Because of the shape of the rainfly, if the wind is strong and coming from the rear of the tent, you'll notice the wind a lot more inside the tent. If the tent is sagging in the middle, it's often because the trekking poles are overextended. Try lowering the trekking poles a little and tightening the rear and front guide lines and the front vestibule, and that should tighten up the ridge line of the tent. Be careful with the carbide tips on the trekking poles. They're very sharp and can rip the fabric of the tent. If you break or lose one of your trekking poles, this tent can be set up with a stick for the rear trekking pole, or you can tie the rear guy line to a tree if you only have one trekking pole. This tent's even easier to take down than set up. Just remove all the stakes, put the guy lines and the rainfly on top of the tent, fold the tent in onto itself so just the floor fabric is showing, and keep folding until what you have left is just a little wider than the stake bag. Roll the tent up around the stake bag, and if you can find it, use the tie that came with the tent to tie around the tent. After that, it should fit easily right back into the bag it came in. That's everything you need to know about the Trekker Tent 1V, a lightweight, small pack-sized tent, perfect for your next outdoor adventure. If you are having any problems with the setup of this tent, please don't hesitate to contact us. We're always happy to help. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel to see other great videos related to our products and some of our adventures using them. If you have any tips, tricks, questions, or feedback, please comment below.